If you think about how Henry Ford set up his factory based on the Prussian army, and that's why we have chief executive officer and chief financial officer, it's set up on an army. It's just absurd. It's not even allowed, God forbid, for some junior person to talk to the CEO. So there's just inherently a complete lack of communication. I don't buy into that for the advertising agency model, and I don't buy into it for the business model. That doesn't work anymore. You've seen some of the more female organizations like Google and those kind of companies that have flatter structures. They're discovering how to make a lot less money, go a lot further, and they question everything. And I just think you're going to see more and more of that happening. 14 Hands is the size of a pony, and a pony is smarter and more agile than a horse, and that's what we feel like we represent for the advertising and design world. I'm Alicia Putnam. I'm the founder of 14 Hands. We put together a workshop process over the last 7.5 years that brings together right brain and left brain thinking. It eliminates all hierarchy, and everybody comes in. It's like a clean slate. We have all of the stakeholders there. We have as many as 20 or 25 at a time. The CEO, the CFO, the COO, the director of marketing. And you find that the loud voices get a little quieter and the soft voices get a little louder. So it's just this wonderful leveling of the playing field. Ironically, the advertising world is so antiquated. I mean, you look at Mad Men taking place in the 60s, and a lot of advertising agencies are run exactly like that today, and that can't survive. It creates a breakdown of communication internally. It creates a breakdown of communication with clients. It creates a breakdown of communication with any kind of collaborators in terms of freelancers or other boutique firms that might have an expertise that need to be pulled in. I just think it's a silly way to do advertising, and it certainly doesn't get the best results, and it ends up costing 20 times the amount that it should. Going back to the pony thing, a typical 14 Hands project is never typical. It's smart, it's agile, it's rewarding.